Hello again, friends and followers. Happy Eid to everyone celebrating today. Social distancing is 2 meters, but if you don't prepare your business from now, the impact on your business will be far greater. As I told you previously, the impact of the coronavirus crisis on your income or business will be permanent. These days you hear from a lot of big business professionals talking about the impact of the coronavirus on business, people such as the CEO of Burger King and other large business owners. They are worried about the impact of the coronavirus and social distancing on their future income and profits. Even the types of food they offer on their menus will change due to the social distancing and the coronavirus. In the past, customer behavior studies showed that customers preferred to go to restaurants that were busy. They assumed that if a restaurant is busy, then that is a sign the food must be really good. But what about now? What is the effect of the coronavirus on this behavior? Now, this might have happened to you too. It's happened to me. So for example, I've gone out to buy some bread, a freshly baked baguette in the morning. But then I faced a very long queue, but I haven't got the time to stand in the queue and I don't particularly want to wait in such a long queue. So I decide not to buy from that shop. And I go over to a quiet shop where there isn't a queue and buy my coffee or bread that I intended to buy. So what is the impact of this? If I decide not to wait in that queue as a customer, that business has lost a customer. And what does losing a customer mean? It means they'll have a smaller income, whilst all the bills are still there and won't change. So now the business has lost customers that would make up the profits to cover the rent, other running costs and bills, and this is a major impact on this individual business. If they don't prepare for this situation from now, then they'll definitely face some serious problems in the future. To speak more broadly about social distancing, in the past with previous examples I spoke about, such businesses could seat 30, maybe 50 people. So the customer could sit inside. But what happens in the future? How would this work with social distancing? The number of seats available must be reduced. So there will be less customers seated inside, and so less customers means less income. These are issues that must be considered. We talked about this in the past. Others have too and still are, but the focus has only been on the impact of the coronavirus now. But what are the solutions? We need to think about them and discuss them from now, so that we are prepared and the business doesn't face a loss of income and other problems in the future. I'll explain more as you watch these clips. So for example, some shops are closed, but this one's open here. There is a long queue outside the shop. It's so long it blocks the entrance of the shop next door. But today, that's not an issue, because the shop next door is closed. But when that shop opens tomorrow, what happens to that shop's customers who form a similar queue? Where would the first shop's customer queue now? Such a scenario could even result in a dispute between the two businesses. There could be 2 queues, and how would that work? There are issues that need to be considered from now. There are laundrette businesses where you just pay at the machine, it's automated and they've been around for a long time. You'd put your clothes in the machine and can pick them up when you want by entering your unique code. Such a system could work for other businesses, especially restaurants and takeaways. Why do I mainly use restaurants and takeaways as examples? Well, because they are more common, but social distancing will impact all types of business. For example, beauty salons, gyms, swimming pools and others. They each have their own solutions, but as I previously mentioned, the food business is more common, and this is why I'm using them as examples. You could use these solutions for your particular business, or call us directly for expert advice regarding your business. There is a solution where supermarkets will offer drive-through shopping. Of course, this was something that was brought forward before the coronavirus crisis, but given the situation now, this is a solution that can be considered, altered and expanded by other businesses. As you can see, the car pulls up by these aisles. The customer picks up their shopping and pays at the till, but the payment method can be changed where the customer pays via an app, and that means no cash will be used, which is good while the coronavirus crisis is ongoing. This system is for large businesses and we will see them in the future. But what are the solutions and new practices that will benefit small businesses? Small businesses such as yours. I talked about queues, reduced number of customers, and in turn a reduced income. What's the solution? Since this crisis began, we started having meetings and discussions with businesses that are our clients and are large IT companies. These discussions were very useful. These companies understood the concerns from the start and began to implement new plans and systems that are quite varied. A lot of it is available now. So it can be quite simple. If you have an app on your smartphone, before you get to the coffee shop, for example, you can order and choose a time slot for when you pick up your order. So when you get there, your coffee or cake is ready and you won't have to queue. You literally get there, collect your order and go. You won't have to spend time standing in a queue. There won't be any long queues forming, which could result in you losing a lot of customers because they don't like standing in a long queue. If you get to serve more customers, then you have a bigger profit. A better solution for shops that have large front windows is to make use of their window or glass shop front by installing automated collection boxes or lockers, where the customer could order and pay via the app whenever they want. They'll be given a collection time and receive a code, so they can turn up and collect whatever they ordered, food, bread, fruit, or anything else, and it will be there for them to collect inside that locker or box, so the customer doesn't have to queue, get close to anyone, or use any cash. Another system is what we have all seen inside McDonald's, a self-service ordering machine, where it's touchscreen, you pick your meal, pay, and collect. A similar system could be fitted in your shop's front window, so that the customer that's just walking past could quickly stop and order their food. They can be given a time for when their order is ready, for example in 10 or 15 minutes, so they don't have to stand there or wait in a queue. They can go off and come back when their food is ready and collected. Another issue that's going to impact small businesses is the shop's customer entrance or shop front door. With this ongoing coronavirus crisis, a lot of people don't want to touch doors, and so customer entrances should be upgraded to automatic sliding doors. This way the customers would feel happier to enter your shop. These were all examples, and there are plenty more, of course. Each can be individually altered and planned for your individual business so that you can increase your profits. A successful person is someone who searches for a light in the darkness rather than wait for the sun to come up. So plan for post-coronavirus crisis from now. I wish you all the success today, and always take care.